Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Mr. President, if 64 people lost their lives last night, if you aren't confident that DEI had any role, why bring it up?
Well, all I'm talking about is competence, and we want in that particular position, we have to have the most competent people in our country because we're talking about lives.
Hi, happy Friday. Did you actually say Friday in our social media tweet?
I did say Friday.
I was just saying, Chris, before the show, if you tried to construct a semi-human as grotesque and despicable as Donald Trump, if this had happened under Biden, they would blame, are you kidding, Biden and Buttigieg and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then on cue, they still blame Biden
And Buttigieg.
even though it happened under his...
I think they use the term DEI hire for Buttigieg.
Right, correct. But then, what was the latest? Oh, I'm sorry. There was one more story this morning, if you weren't done with your grotesque...
All right.
Most horrible human in the universe.
Okay.
He was asked if he's going to visit the... and he said...
the crash site. Yeah.
Right. And he said, what, the water? You want me to go swimming? Oh, my God. I can't... this FCC license is really, it's just going to be swinging by a tiny thread this morning because I don't, okay. Oh, he also added the helpful thoughts that the crash occurred on a cold night with cold water.
Thank you. I think we knew that.
Right. Well, no, we didn't know previously. You remember the hurricane in Puerto Rico was very wet from the standpoint of water. So he always has very helpful water-related information. Okay, so where do I start? By the way, I have a very prescient guess the quote for you.
Okay.
This was last week,
All right.
long before the crash.
Let's do it.
Who said no matter what people motivated anybody's vote, if you didn't think you were voting to cut firefighting, if you didn't think you were voting to cut meat inspections, if you didn't think you were voting to cut air traffic control, well, it's all becoming very, very clear now.
Minnie Mouse.
No, that was Rachel Maddow last week because he is directly responsible. Of course, all the new reporting. That is Clyde barking at Lint. Stop drawing attention to it. The point is, America is in danger, girl. And Clyde is correct and very smart. All the reporting we knew was going to come out, first of all, proving everything he says is a lie. It really is almost to the point of comedy that he blamed Obama. You're like, I see the black guy. Yep. And then everything that he said is proved to be a complete lie, right? He didn't change any Obama policy. He didn't, in fact, he enacted, right? Mm-hmm. He pushed for the same,
He
did.
He did. Yes, I sent you a story about that.
Right. Trump launched air controller, a diversity program that he now decried. I mean, he's just pathetic. He's such a despicable, pathetic human.
He's a liar.
I can't. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, Bella, have you located the liar cannon yet? Just anywhere. Here, I'll start. And then you finish.
You're a lying sack of crap. You're a lying, scheming, stinking, nasty sack of liquid crap.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Oh, good one, Bella. Okay, Bonnie, Clyde is on it. He has that lint secured. You don't need to help. See, look at Bonnie's too lazy to go see because she knows it's nothing. She's just like, I'll be here on backup if you need me, but I know there's not. I know it's nothing.
She knows that Clyde isn't bright.
No, she does not. She's being a helper, but she's a lazy helper. So let me know if it's really serious. I'll be here. Okay, Bonnie. Okay, so where was I? I don't even.
Trump started the DEI hire program.
Yes, but it's just all the stuff we knew that it was understaffed, that the air controller was directing planes and the helicopters. That's supposed to be 2 jobs. This is Trump. This is all on Trump. Mm-hmm. By the way, speaking of stuff before 14 hours before the crash, Thomas tweeted, an FAA employee I know confirms agency already lacks sufficient air traffic controllers.
Yep.
The so-called quote-unquote buyouts and other attacks on federal employees won't help. Remember the fact when the flight delays or crashes, commence, and Trumpers start falsely blaming DEI or Biden. Oh, my God. I mean, we had to go find the story about him firing all the yesterday to go like, yeah, remember when Bonnie, Uncle Chris is very distressed. No, shut. What? Yeah. I'll give you a bribery biscuit if you shush.
I'm not distressed. I'm just like fascinated that this is a real radio program.
Well, that's how we roll in our basement. Are you impressed with our professionalism, Bella?
Yes, very.
Oh, well, good. Let me read another. This is actually I was up all night at Sardi's.
Oh.
Waiting for the review of
Reviews?
our first week with Baby Bella.
Okay.
Who I'm not supposed to call Baby Bella. She doesn't like it. I forgot. I'm sorry, Badass Bella.
Badass Bella.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Brian, love letter. Here's another love letter, but with befuddlement. I was going to wait till after Friday's show, but something happened to your show after last week. It's as if some TV talk show that went on hiatus for the summer, and a consultant came in, one who knows what they're doing, and not the typical corporate suit disaster artist, and did a full reboot, changing the energy and flow, which, by the way, Chris, is amazing. The energy between you two is great and flows right into my next revamp.
What?
The new ray of sunshine peeking out from behind the fart machine soundboard. The final reboot slid right in there like she's been doing this for 20 years.
Wow.
The new show is flawless, flows like such a beautiful facelift that's so perfect no one notices. Not the corporate consultant type facelift that comes out looking like some terrifying frozen clown face. Brian. Thank you, Brian. The Stephanie Miller Show has had a facelift and a vaginal rejuvenation.
Okay.
And we appreciate. All right.
Wow.
Not since Sean Comiskey have we had such a spectacular hire.
Right. So you and I have actual chemistry now?
You are disturbingly close to me. I'm used to you. I do just the right trajectory to throw the stapler at
Right.
you. You're disturbingly close.
Okay. That's what's thrown us off.
So like most bullies, see, I back off because you're closer. Just kidding. All right. That was a seamless
I
thing
get
to
it,
the
yeah.
bully that is.
Right.
What it's going to be. We're not even 2 weeks in, and just a giant lying bully to make literally, how can he make this worse?
Right.
Everything that happens, how can I make this worse? How can I blame someone else? And this is entirely his fault. I mean, it is okay. All over the the Twitters. I mean, it is just yes. Oh, Elliot Lustig said we said people would die if Trump goons gutted federal administration. But for this to happen as a mid-air collision not 2 weeks into his term, unreal. Trump and Elon Musk are already getting people killed. The crash is a direct result of deliberately wrecking these agencies. I don't think we heard that by the end of the show yesterday, that Elon Musk pushed out the head of the FAA because he had wanted to fine SpaceX for safety violations for his exploding Nazi penis rockets, as JoJo from Jers calls them. I mean, this is what happened. That's why there was no head of the FAA yesterday, because there isn't one, right? And by the way, where was Drunky McRapey? He wasn't there. What do you call it? Real world guy was there, Sean Duffy.
Sean Duffy, yeah.
Seriously, people already say, was he drunk? Where was he? The crash happened at 9 p.m. Where was he for like 12 hours?
He was scared.
Oh, my God. Yeah, by the way, Karen from Chicago, smartest girl in class today. Hi, Karen. You just forget. She said, remember what happened after Felon 47 dismantled the pandemic response team. We now know what will happen after he dismantles the Aviation Safety Advisory Committee, and we can expect more disasters. I was going to book a flight to go see my oldest sister yesterday. I'm scared to fly. I think it's going to affect air travel under the Trump administration.
I'm supposed to be going to D.C. for a friend's anniversary party in August, and I want to fly into DCA. Yeah. Should I? I don't know.
Yeah, but this is
bye,
what...
Chris, bye.
Right?
Bye.
Yes.
Oh, Bella's getting some of that Jodie Hamilton... sort of blind ambition. She's ready to shove you out already. New technical director and executive producer, right. Bella. Wow, that was fast. So now, like most elderly employees, we both have people trying to push us out. So see, we'll further bond over that.
Yeah, great.
No, I could never.
Well,
No.
Yeah, we'll bond over that in the gutter outside because we have no place to live.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you'll get used to that. I'm a snorter. She already. Oh, you've already withstood several of my burps without. Her face registered barely any alarm.
Well, you wolf down whatever that is.
Well, because you keep putting me on camera. People don't realize how really ladylike I am normally. We have a minute and a half during commercials to eat our breakfast. So it was like, yeah.
I mean, You're using the word breakfast loosely.
I don't like breakfast foods. I don't like sweet things. It is a baked potato with low-fat cottage cheese and grape tomatoes, and it's delicious. Thank you for asking,
It
America.
looks like a sundae.
Yes, it does. It's delicious and nutritious. All right, can you stop getting me off track? Isn't your job supposed to be to keep me on track?
That's the sparkling chemistry that people have been writing in about.
Stop jingling shiny keys. I'm like, what? What? It's cottage cheese. Oh.
We have chemistry, damn it.
This is important. People are dying. Okay. Norm says if the FAA director got fired over a business beef and there was an air traffic controller hiring freeze despite huge shortages and a chaotic blitz to hollow out federal bureaucracy, and then within a week the first American airliner crashes in 16 years, you would be insane not to talk about it. This is what I was saying. Is already they cow Democrats and this is too early to politicize. Really? He did exactly what I told you he was going to do. Politicized it, blame people. I mean, and meanwhile, there are all these completely valid reasons, that this happened under his watch because of actual decisions he just made. Yeah, this is it. This is the story. God. The move by Michael Whitaker means the FAA has no Senate-confirmed leader for one of the biggest crises in history. Nobody has taken his place. Where is this? Daily Beast. Whitaker's departure came after he clashed with Musk, who's now in obviously SpaceX. In September, Whitaker had proposed fines of more than $600,000 for SpaceX, prompting Musk to demand his resignation and promise to sue. So there you have it. He pushed out the head of the FAA, right? Trump did a hiring freeze, and here you go. This was yesterday I saw New York Times reporting the initial FAA report states the reason for the plane's collision is not normal staffing in the control tower. It said nothing to do with DEI.
Right.
But it's just, what a surprise. The most racist president ever blames, black or brown people.
If anything, it's
based on no evidence of any kind.
If anything, it's Trump getting rid of DEI requirements and, lessening the pool of potential talent.
Yes, thank you. Greg, if you want a timeline, January 20th, FAA director fired. January 21st, air traffic controller hiring frozen. January 22nd, aviation safety advisory committee disbanded. Karen is right. It's like we disbanded the pandemic response thing, and then what happened? We had an effing pandemic. A million Americans died, right? January 28th, buyout retirement demand sent to existing employees. January 29th, first American midair collision in 16 years. Making America great again. Oh, my God. Okay. God. When God tweets, you need to listen.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
God tweeted, Donald is blaming a plane crash that killed 67 people on DEI with zero evidence. He's attempting to use racism to deflect from the fact that it's his fault. He had just removed 100 FAA senior officials. It's been 11 days, and there are 67 bodies in the Potomac and Washington, D.C. because of him.